We are live. Thanks for dropping in to watch this short broadcast. I'm going to keep this one a little bit on the shorter side. I'm really excited though to share this worksheet with you. I shared it the other day, actually just yesterday, which was a Sunday evening with a few select people, and people have been downloading it like crazy. The feedback has been wonderful. They're telling me that this worksheet, this 12-month money planner, is really easy to use, really nice to look at, really pretty. Sometimes that matters, right? And I wanted to share it again with you because I know that you are likely a little hesitant to talk about budgets, to even look at your budget because you don't like the B word. And I completely understand. So I'd like to help you shift that thinking around your money from feeling restrictive, like budgets can make you feel, to planning, to looking ahead, to creating some kind of system so you know what's coming up and you can be proactive rather than always being reactive to what's happening in your bank account. So I have this really great worksheet for you that's going to help you paint a picture for what's happening for you over the next 12 months. So this isn't something where you're actually recording your actual spending. This is where you're making some forecasts, some projections, if you want to use the big financial words. I actually don't want to use the big financial words for you. So you're just going to create a plan for you. Let's keep it simple, right? So let me share my screen with you so you can take a look at what this is about, and I'll show you a few of the very key handy features that work really well for people who are feeling a little bit intimidated by the numbers, or don't even know where to start. Sometimes you just don't know where to start when it comes to dealing with your money, right? So let's share the screen here. And as you can see, we have a sample plan here, 12-month money plan sample. When you download the sheet, or when you access the sheet, you're going to get a sample. So you can see some of the work that I've put together for this family here, whoever works for R&R Enterprises and Pacific Natural Foods. And you're also going to get your own worksheet. So it's completely blank. I've got some very brief, easy instructions so that you can download this sheet and put it onto your own computer. This is best viewed on your computer for sure because of the way that the spreadsheet stretches out, but it's going to give you everything that you need to start your planning. So to download, you're going to do a very simple, quick click on the file, click on download as, and you can download it to Microsoft Excel or to a web page, whatever your choices are there that you'd like, and then start working. The beauty of the sheet is, again, you have all the blank cells, these little squares here, in case you're not familiar with worksheets, and there's no need to feel intimidated by this. You get to put in all the information that you want to put in here, right? So let's look over at the sample here. We've made some projections with income for this particular family. They have decided that from January to July, their income is going to be about $4,000 from R&R Enterprises, and then come August, they're going to have a raise. So they can estimate what that raise is and start working ahead that way. All the little highlighted cells are months where that particular item is going to increase, decrease, or just simply go away. And the highlights tell you when you get to that month to keep an eye out for that change and to make some adjustments, whether you're going to have more money or less money, right? So that's what the highlights are all about. To change the highlighted cells, super simple. Again, I'm showing this for people who might feel a little bit intimidated by spreadsheets. You just need to click on the cell, head over to the little paint pot, and make that white. And there you go. I've made lots of room for you to be able to insert categories above. You'll see I have this fun category. Let's start with the money flowing in here, the income at the top, so money coming in. And you can always add your own category. You can always insert another category in case you have more than one type of income coming in, and you can actually delete categories as well. So this gives you a lot of flexibility. I have included categories that would be pretty normal for most people, including families. And again, you get to decide what you keep and what you don't keep. But you'll notice that there are a lot of categories in here, simply because when you're starting to put a budget together, you can forget about those little things like paying yourself first. Right? Even if it's $10, $20 a month going into your savings, that's an important habit to start. So paying yourself first, your pocket money, kids' allowance, tithing, that sort of thing, your debt obligations, home care costs. And what I'd like to show you are things like self-care, because a lot of people don't think about including things like toothpaste, or maybe going to the nail technician, or maybe even just saving up for some clothing and shoes that you go out and buy every 6 months or so. Or maybe you like to shop a lot, so you need to include all those details. They get lost. Remember, again, this is a planning sheet. And the ultimate result you want to see is this. What story do the numbers tell you? I've worked in accounting and finance for a long time, and what I know about numbers is that they always tell you a story. And as a money coach, I really want you to know that all those numbers are doing is telling you what you need to do in order to get the results that you want to get. I work with a lot of clients who have fear around money, who feel shame around money, and a lot of my coaching is supporting them with working through that and to work forward to where they want to go, feeling empowered, feeling in control. But also, I'd like my clients to look at money as simply numbers that tell a story and tell you what it is that you need to do going forward so that you get those results you want. And that's what I love about this form, is this line right here, or these lines, telling you if you have an overage, if you have a deficit for that month, or if you break even. The ultimate goal here is to break even every month, because if you have extra money, like you do here, say in June, it tells you that, hey, I can put some extra money away, or maybe I can go and buy that new thing I need for my house, that I really need for my house, or maybe I can spend a little bit more on a holiday that I'm going on. This is all balanced out with your needs and also with your wants. So you know you're okay to spend a little bit of extra money in June. In January, for example, you know that maybe you need to cut back on your spending or look at ways to bring more money in. You can go both ways, right? And sometimes it's a little bit easier to look at ways to bring money in so that you're not feeling as desperate or feeling as deprived when you're cutting back on your expenses. So this line here, this overage, break even, or deficit, that's key to this form, and that's going to help you make that plan. The other thing I'd like to point out is that this plan goes from January to December. However, you have the power to go ahead and change the months here. And when you download this form, you're going to have access to learning how to format the sheet a little bit better for yourself and make it more of your own. But it really is something that's going to be a form that you can go in and just dive into right away. It's so empowering to know what's coming up when it comes to your money. I know that sometimes it can feel a little bit scary. I know that sometimes you're afraid of what the numbers are going to show you. But unless you do something like this, if you've been sitting with money stress and money anxiety for a year, 2 years, 5 years, even longer, something has to change. And the simple action of downloading this form and putting the numbers in is what's going to help you actually feel better. I know that that seems a little bit counterintuitive, but it's absolutely true. So go ahead, download this form using the link up above and get started with it. I'm also inviting you to the Beyond the Budget group that I have organized for people who are using this form so that I can be in there and give you the support you need. So thanks again so much, and have fun with this form. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Bye.